Hey everybody, Garret Claridge here. Today we're looking at these Venturer bookshelf speakers. Now these must have come with a little hi-fi like micro component system because there is no info on these. The only information on these cabinets is the label on the back stating that it's a speaker system and that the impedance is 6 ohms. So my initial thought when I plugged these things in was, oh my god, these things are very loud, right? But it turns out this is actually just a 5-inch mid-range. I cranked them up and you didn't see these move at all. I believe this tweeter's fake. All these little, looks like an airplane turbine here. This here, which looks like the mid-range, which is actually just a standard 2-inch tweeter, that is definitely working. And, yeah, actually I didn't really see the woofer move very much. One of the things I noticed right away is this is obviously using a standard sort of 3-way crossover, tweeter, mid-range, and woofer. Now, just like in a lot of the other videos I mentioned, there's no control over the equalization. So this mid-range here, that thing is going full volume. That is totally overpowering the rest of the speakers. That's all you hear is this. Now if you had an equalizer, that's no problem, you can cut those mids out. If you were able to take these apart, of course, put the potentiometer in there, put the resistor in there, whatever. However, there's something trippy about these things. Something seemed just wrong about these speakers when I first plugged them in. I was actually looking for an effect unit or some sort of thing in my signal path that was causing an echo or a reverb, because I was totally hearing, and I still hear this reverb sound coming out of these speakers when I cannot figure out why. And the only thing I can think of, and please correct me if I'm wrong here, I'm pretty sure because the woofer's back here and then we have 5.5 inches forward the tweeter in the mid-range, and I think what's happening is we're actually hearing the tweeter in the mid-range first and then the woofer, and it's causing this weird alignment issue. And I don't know, could it possibly be that I'm hearing a reverb from about 5.5 inches of delay in the speaker drivers? I know this is a big ordeal in like live sound systems, but in something like this I'm not entirely sure. Whoa, okay, there we go. These are a pain in the ass to take off. Holy crap, these things are actually pretty damn loud. You know what? Well, you know what? All good things must come to an end. I can't keep them. I'm gonna have to take these apart and see what's on the back side. They're taking the power like a champion, though. These would be good party speakers. Alright, let's see how hard these things are to take apart. Oh, cool! Hey, there was a pen in there. So here we have all the drivers for the tweeter. Is just a very typical 2-inch. Let's see here. Double capacitor on there for the high pass filter. 6 ohms, 60 watts. Now that's a brand I've never seen before if anyone's interested. Same company. Now we have 12 ohms, 60 watts. That's kind of interesting. I've never really uncovered any 12 ohm drivers in anything like this. And again, double capacitor for the high pass filter. It's quite possibly the same. Oh no, they are different capacitors. And for the woofer, they included this 6.5 inch driver that does resemble what you see inside of a car door. Now, let's see here. Wow, okay, 12 ohms, 60 watts. Alright, so I'm going to start off with a tweeter here. Just going to turn that up. Yeah! That looked so cool. This reminds me of like a kid's Tonka toy, all this plastic. I've never seen a tweeter quite like that before. So I thought I was going to be lazy and just pull the cover off this thing, but I ended up having to do the tuna can thing and peel it all the way. Anyway, here's another tweeter. A little bit of smoke. One more mid-range. Ah. Not as much smoke as I expected. It actually held up very nicely, but this is a 12 ohm woofer. Some very fine coil wires on these. You're able to just pull and break them off. These definitely took a little bit of abuse, but oh, very hot. Not as hot as that damn Fisher, or what was it? One of them I almost burnt myself on. Well, that about does it for these speakers. You be sure to have yourself a nice fucking day.